Don't know if anyone's going to join me, but we need to talk, you guys. Yes, yes, yes. We need to talk. I guess I'll just sit here and drink my wine until we get some people coming in here. Is everyone busy on a Friday night? Maybe I'll play some music. I can't because that's dead. Oh, we have one. Hi. I know I don't do lives very often, so it only makes sense that there would just be one. Hi, Jim. You are a loyal subscriber, aren't you? And he's gone. Okay. Who wants to talk? Let's talk. Let's grab a card. Jim, Big Jim, where are your friends at? Where's all the other subs? I know I don't do lives very often, but what the hell? How's my Friday night going? Did you see the title of this live? That would be how my Friday night is going. In fact, I should have brought my wine bottle in here with me. Yeah. They are late. Do you want me to draw you a card, Jim? What kind of card do you want? Do you want... You're drinking a beer. Well, since you're the only one here at the moment, what would you like to know? Do you want me to draw you an energy card? Well, that's good. Here you go, Demetrius. Demircus. What's good? Well, I would talk about what's good or what's going on, what I've been drawn to do a live reading for if there was more people here. But currently there is only two. Demarcus. Okay, sorry. Sorry, Demarcus. Let's draw an energy card, shall we? An energy card for right now. My cards are trying to tell me that I'm a goddess. Or maybe they're trying to tell you you're a goddess. Goddess of the moon. I'm waiting for more people to come in here. I know nobody's used to me doing lives, but I have a lot to say. I wrote fucking sticky notes, and they're on my wall right now. It has to do with Pluto going in retrograde in Capricorn and all the triggers that it's bringing up for us. Have you been feeling it? I am. Why, thank you. Oh, you are? Okay. You're a Capi? Oh. So you're feeling the Pluto in retrograde? Are you guys feeling the Pluto and retrograde in Capricorn? Have you had any triggers since the 27th? What is today? The 30th. Yeah. Oh, I felt new beginnings too, but then something happened. Old wounds started coming up from this new beginning. Yeah. I like that. The eyes with the mouth in between. Cute. Not just necessarily yeah, everyone is on the fucking edge. I'm not joking. It's gonna end up being a fucking revolution. A revolutionary, I hate to say it, war, but it might just head there. I want to speak about, I don't know, since you guys are here, I was hoping that more people would come, but I'm not really sure how to make that happen. So I did put on my community tab that I was going to be doing a live. I put that on there like at 8:30. 6 freaking months of this, yes. That is you working through your shadow self. And that is exactly what Pluto in retrograde in Capricorn is doing to everyone. Yeah, right now and yeah, collectively, that's what's happening. I have a lot more to say. I wanted there to be more than 2 people here. I should have just did a recording. People will watch it anyway after, right? So I should just get started. Welcome to my Capi brain. I am a Capi Venus and Jupiter in Capricorn. Yeah. So, can I pull a card for you? Hi, Jessica. Cool, we got 3. I don't really want to get started until we have like at least 10. Today was kind of interesting. Oh, yeah, tell me about it. I flipped my lid today. Oh, fuck my life. Could it have been worse? Well, yeah, but you know, we don't want it to go that far. I can do some card pulling. Today it was kind of interesting. Hello. Yeah, I can pull a card for you. Like out of an oracle deck or tarot. How do I get to see my chat all the time? Like I only okay. I guess it's just when a new comment comes up. Yeah, I've been working hard to not lose my shit either. But see, this is what the retrograding Capricorn is doing to us. It is making us have these experiences now where we are bringing up things that we haven't worked through yet. Okay. I just want to know, how did Shakura felt after seeing me today? Is it Shakura? We got 5. I'm heartbroken in the dark. It seems like I am left in the cold. Hey, know the feeling. I have Sagittarius in my chart too somewhere. Okay. Okay. So hold up. DeMarcus. Hi, Stella. All right, DeMarcus, I will draw you a card, okay? Why not? since you asked me. So, DeMarcus wants to know how, if I could see the chat the whole time, I would see her name. Shakura wants to know how Shakura felt after seeing him today. Yes, exploding on people can be very unproductive. But when people misinterpret what you say and not want to see from other perspectives, then that can cause some major issues. The longer I stay. Yeah, that's true. The longer you stay. All right. How does Shakura feel about DeMarcus after seeing him today? A lot of people have been squirrely since the full moon. Yeah. Like, it's affecting people a lot. I think it's because a lot of people have Scorpio in their chart. Yes, it is. And it's definitely coming up in the collective. It's like a major issue in the collective. Okay. We've got Queen of Pentacles, DeMarcus. Okay. So, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. She feels abundant. Maybe she's nurturing. Takes care of the home. Maybe she likes gardening, plants, mother. Independent. She could also feel this way around you. So that's a good thing. Resourceful. She might feel like more abundant with you. Scorpio Venus, yeah. My sun, moon, and Mercury are Scorpio, and I have a few others. Oh, so did you really felt that? This full moon, huh? Jessica? I think you commented on one of my videos. I think it was, you mentioned that I had said, I don't know if it was like I said a certain sign at the end of the reading, if it was Capricorn or what it was. Can't really remember, but yeah, it was for you, I guess. Dang, girl. What do you do to help yourself get through it? Meditation, take a bath with some candles, walk barefoot in the sand, on the beach, in the grass, tan, put crystals all over your body. I'm drinking wine, you guys. Yeah, I remember now. So, just slept because I work a lot. So you slept and then you got on here to watch me. I feel so special. Leo here with Scorpio moon. Okay, how on earth do I know the difference? Hold on, I'm trying to see your chat still. It like fades away on me. I'm not sure why. False and true TF. Is it common for both to enter your life at once? All right, if travels, DeMarcus. Thanks for joining. You can catch my live after. So, how do you know the difference between a true and false? Well, um, that's a good question. Okay. I think I came across my faults when I was with my karmic of 10 years. And he was a neighbor that had lived behind me. And I was actually friends with, yeah, don't judge, okay? I was actually friends with his girlfriend, his kid's ma. And no one really plans for things like that to happen. You know, like I used to hang out with her. We'd go fishing and shit, and um, we were both artistic and weird, creative, and um, I thought of her as a really good friend. But like, she didn't want to be with her old man anymore, and I didn't want to be with my old man anymore, and both of them, both our old men, old men. Mine was like 11 years older than me, so I can say that. But they were a couple of drunks. Okay, they drank all the time. Not to put down people who drink, whatever. It's, something we have to work through. It's a vice that we have, and it's perfectly fine if you do it in moderation. However, um, my ex and I, we fought a lot, and uh, you're welcome, Marcus. Um, my ex and I, we fought a lot, and then my friend and her kid's dad, they fought a lot, and she had told me that she didn't want to be with him anymore. And then I told her I didn't want to be with, none of us wanted to fucking be together anymore. So, um, me and her partner, we seemed to click. We clicked more together, like on our beliefs and interest and things like that of that nature. And so we thought we were in love, and we tried seeing each other behind the other two's back, and this was years ago. This had to have been like at least 10 years ago. Yeah, at least. Um, and so I thought maybe he might be my false twin. Um, your twin flame is the one that is going to mirror back to you what it is that you need to work on within yourselves. But there's a tricky thing about that. Everyone is your mirror. Everyone mirrors to you parts of yourself. But also, there's other things that come into play with knowing who your true twin flame is. And I don't know if you've read like the dynamic, characteristics of the runner and the chaser, and like meeting in a weird way. And like the feelings are really intense at first, when you come together, but one of you is not ready for love and the other one is. And or so you think that you are, but you're really not, because you have past wounds that you need to work through, and they're reflecting that back to you, what you need to work through. So you're reflecting to them what they need to work on, and they're reflecting to you what you need to work on. And it's like, to me, that's what I think the twin flame is. But then I started thinking differently about it recently. Part of me feels like that's not even it at all. Like, that's just I kind of wonder if they even have the twin flame vocabulary or definition right. You know, I feel like a twin. I don't know. I really don't. I'm not a genius at this, but however, I did ask. Um, I asked my guides for a specific sign that my twin was my twin. I used his name and I said, I want to see this because it was a rare sighting to see. And so it would make sense to see it if indeed he was my twin flame. So I had seen someone else mention this in a chat before or in a comment, and I thought, that's a good idea. I want to see if that actually works. So at first I had asked to see, it was in the winter. I asked to see 3 roses and, or 3 red roses. Excuse me. But I was on my way to work, okay? And I was thinking, okay, I'm not going to see 3 red roses at work. It's not going to happen, whatever. So it makes pretty good sense that, if it were to happen, then he would indeed be my twin flame. So on my way to work that day, I seen 3 red roses. However, they were wooden roses on a sign to like an old folks home that was close by where I worked, and I had just happened to take that way to work. So I feel like in some ways subconsciously I knew that they were there. So I was like, okay, I need a different sign. So I said, I want to see 2 bald eagles together. And because that's a very rare sighting around here. Like a lot of times you'll see 1, but not really 2 together, like ever, unless you're on the water in a boat, in which I only ever did that like maybe twice in my life. So that was back when I was with my ex, and he had a fucking boat from like the 70s, and we went on it twice, and then it didn't work anymore. So, but I didn't actually see the eagles together, like they were separate, So I asked for this sign. I wanted to see them together. And so at first I would see 1 bald eagle here and there, and then a wooden one, like as decor in someone's yard, or a couple wooden ones in someone's yard as decor, and then or like I would see 1 in the first part of the day and 1 later on. So not until like 6 months later did I decide I was going to work at my old job for a day, just to make more money, and I decided to go a different route home. And in the fields, because I live in the country, I seen 2 bald eagles like flying from the road into the field, and I was just like, oh my fucking god, like, whoa. I was in shock, nobody else stopped, nobody else fucking cared. Like, I'm the only one who cared. And so I pulled off like into off the road into like a little area where like tractors go into the field, and took a video and a couple pictures. And then I decided to pull off to the dirt road that was just over to the other side where I could still see them because 1 had flown away. Yeah. It helps to ask, for a specific sign. So like I said, is blank your twin flame's name, or who you think is your twin flame, my twin flame? If they are, please show me this, a specific sign that you think of, that you want to see this sign. Also, I would add in, because I don't think I said this, as soon as possible, like within the next week, because I left it up to the divine to show me when. You might not always get what you want, because it is all about divine timing, So I had to wait 6 months, like I said. And if you guys are interested, I have videos and pictures. Also, that wasn't the only time I seen them. 2 months later, I was leaving my parents and I saw, I swear it was the same two eagles. And mind you, this was nowhere near the same area. I don't even think it was in the same county. But, and it's a very rare sighting around here to see two bald eagles together, let alone one. Yes, yes. Good point, Jim. Big Jim. That's awesome, Mystic. Yeah. You're a powerful manifester. That's why. At that time, I don't think I was, you know? And maybe that was just because of my mindset, but I was just learning. I was only, it wasn't last year, it was the year before. So it had been 2 years now since I've seen them. Seen this, I think it's been 2 years or a year and a half. And so then 2 months later, I seen them again and also got a video and pictures. 2 months later, I seen them again uh, in a different area, leaving my house, going to Dollar General, and they were in a field. And I also got pictures and a video then, hence the name 222 at the end of my Star Empress. That isn't the only reason why. Okay, so when I went to Dollar General, okay, I was in the checkout lane and I was just glancing at the movies and I saw on the rack the movie. Oh, I did that the other day on Sylvia's channel too. Oh, I'm sorry. I know the feeling, lady. I went through some shit today I can't even really talk about, but so on the movie rack I saw the movie 222. 222. Guess what? It's a twin flame movie. Mm-hmm. Never heard of it in my life until I seen it on the rack. Picked it up, looked at the back of it. I was just like, so yeah, spirit can amaze you in some pretty incredible ways if you're open to it. So I'm just gonna get into talking about what I came here to do, okay? Yeah, look it up, Big Jim. It's pretty crazy. So that's why I have 222 in the end of my name, besides seeing it all the fucking time. I mean, besides all the other numbers I see. But so I'm going to get into talking about what I decided to do the live about, okay? So keep in mind, it may bring about a trigger here, okay? But please bear with me because. So this is about Pluto, retrograde, and Capi. And I did write like 10 different notes here. So if you see me reading off of them, I'm sorry, but I was just guided to write whatever was coming to me. Okay. So Pluto retrograde in Capi or Capricorn started on the 27th and it ends October 6th. So we're being put in situations in the present times to push us to do the major shadow work, which is causing us to purge anything that has resulted from us not seeing from other perspectives, from making decisions solely from our ego, which is our fears, control, stress, being overly or overwhelmed, not wanting to deal with an issue or not knowing how. Giving up on yourself, on others, making decisions based on ego and desire, okay? These are being brought to the forefront, wounds that haven't been worked through in ourselves, in our relationships, in our past, in our present, blame, um, guilt, not spending enough time understanding one another before shutting down, cursing, yelling, lying, abusing, betraying. There's lack of good communication. Okay. We're pushing our upsets away, things that make us uncomfortable, and without properly dealing with them, we're replacing them with something else. And then the wound, it becomes a wound because we internalize it. And then we replace it with something, and then it keeps resurfacing because we never work through it. So, like childhood resentments, miscommunications, and power struggles in relationships with others, um, ghosting, giving up easily, not doing the internal work within ourselves, not spending the time alone without distractions to focus on what the fuck or who the fuck you are. Okay. Why are you alive? Why are you a soul in this body? What are you here to accomplish? Okay. Um, is it material based? Do you just focus on the materials? And it isn't necessarily just you. Like, I'm not necessarily speaking to you directly. I'm speaking about what we're going through, what others around you are going through. And, what are you here to accomplish? Like, what do you think we're really fucking here for? Do you think it's to go to work every day and work a dead end job only to retire at an old age in which your body can't do shit once you retire, and to buy or have possessions and just build upon these possessions and get your rocks off with whoever and not really have a deep relationship with yourself or anyone? So these things consume us, and we're not here to just half-ass know anyone and be afraid to have engagement, or be afraid to have conflict, and we tend to steer away from these things. Yes, gaslighting. Hi, Sister Moon, I love you. And because we're afraid of this engagement, we internalize it and we turn to vices like alcohol, nicotine, drugs, over obsessing of something, always in our heads, not really communicating clearly. Obsessions can be anything. Gaming, something that you're obsessed with. It could be a hobby, something that you repress your feelings into because you're so afraid of expressing them, so afraid of someone else interpreting them the wrong way, and afraid of the conflict. Okay? But you're not always right. And I'm not. But, it's important to be real and to learn and to see from others' perspectives. And thank you, Sister Moon. um, we need to learn, we need to see how it would feel to have the shoe on the other foot, to walk in somebody else's shoes. Okay. What's really important about communication, and this is so important and it's coming up so much in my readings lately. I have chills right now. I have fucking goosebumps. Do you see them? It's really important to pause before you speak to others and be mindful of yourself. Listen, really listen to other people. It isn't just about you. It's not just about them. And they need to realize that too. And this day and age, we're interacting with more people all over the world because of technology, okay, and travel. And we have this ability. And as a collective consciousness, we are so ego based, stressed and feared. And we're using our brains now to think about our surroundings and others. And mostly this has to do with COVID. I'm sure that you've heard it is the largest mass awakening ever, okay? And we're going through the steps. The planets are aligning to do what is necessary, and it'll feel like hell, okay? The planets align to make you go through certain things in your life, and a lot of people are not aware of this. We're not taught this in school. We're not taught a lot of things in school. We're not taught how to meditate. We're not taught how to align our chakras. We're not taught how to relieve stress in a natural way other than pharmaceuticals or seeing a therapist, or beer. Not to put people down who drink beer, but, or, to turn to drugs or something. And so at this time, a lot of us triggers are going to be brought up in a lot of ways, and we all need to be aware of this. And it helps too if you can let other people be aware of this. It's going to feel like hell from time to time, and like a massive mind fuck, and at times wishing death upon yourself. It might get that depressing and dark. So that is the trigger here. Okay. So, but we need to work through these things, these obstacles, to transform from a caterpillar into a butterfly. A caterpillar must die first to become this beautiful butterfly. So you might feel like death inside sometimes, but whatever is making you feel that way is showing you what needs to be eliminated from your life, what changes you need to make. You need to look at it as, what is this trying to teach you, rather than surrounding or succumbing to a victim mentality and sabotaging yourself or your relationships and love. We're being fine-tuned to raise our consciousness to 5D and purging, but we need to be conscious and self-aware and be mindful of ourselves and others, and pay attention to those who are having a bad day, and they're trying to work through their shit, okay? And you need to be mindful of this. They need to be mindful of you doing this. And instead of jumping to presuming that it's about you, or that, if they're upset, that they're projecting it onto you, try not to take it so personally. Instead, show compassion and love, and try to understand. This will go a long way. It really will. So keep this in mind, and help your soul, your higher self, to recollect who you are. Sorry, my handwriting is kind of sloppy. Like I said, I was going to be reading from my notes. So you're purging from your soul what you were preconditioned by others, okay, by societal conformities, things you've learned from others, growing up, family, friends, whatever it was, and however they were taught. This is going to show on you, okay? And you need to be mindful of what is right and wrong, and your higher self knows what's right and wrong. You know whether something is harming you or it's not, or if it's harming someone else or it's not. And if it's not harming you or someone else and it feels good, then it's right. It's your divine soul essence, okay? And it's raw, authentic beauty, without the societal conformities, without others' toxic energies vamping off of you, and, what they've learned and put on us. And if you feel triggered lately, it's because you need to release certain aspects of yourself that are really not you. and things that are vamping off of your soul. Like, we are a collective consciousness, okay? So some thoughts that you might have in your mind may not be your own. They may just be the collective fear, okay, that is going on around you. And so it helps to be able to recognize that. And sometimes you have to let people go so they can work on themselves, and so you can work on yourself. So you can, create different experiences, because we all need to have different experiences in our lives, and to learn from those experiences and to work through karma. And sometimes we have to let that job go that is just holding us back from our true vocation, or, our purpose in life. And we need to figure out what our higher calling is. Like, what are you here to do? What are you here to help uh, others with, in the collective? And we need to have faith. We need to learn it and keep it, because the main thing that we were not taught, because we live in such a practical society based around money and power, we need to learn to have faith and to keep it. I mean, granted, we have religions, but that doesn't teach spirituality. That doesn't teach I can't even say that word, individuality, authenticity. Okay. So we need to have faith in our ancestors, our angel guides, and talk to them, trust them, and they will actually lead us in the right direction that we're supposed to go, if we can have faith and let go and stop fighting what we need to do. Like, if we're constantly having to buck against something, then it's just not meant to be, and it's either not meant to be right now, or have you ever heard that saying, God's protection, or God rejection is God's protection? Okay, I don't know if we all believe in God, but it's a good saying anyway. Okay, so it's protection when you are being rejected. And so we need to learn to get back to our soul song. We need to learn how to be able to resonate with our souls more. And in order to do this, we need to purge, okay? The thing that is really, I'm not sure how to say it, but so we all know that money makes the world go around, right? Okay. So that, in politicians, okay? Politicians choosing our freedoms, making us fear our lives, manipulating us to do what they think is right. All this practicality and power struggles, okay? And so they just want us to be fear-based and not be our true authentic self. They want us to be these fucking sheep and just do what they want us to do, because they want us to think that their way is right, and they don't want us to think for ourselves or feel for ourselves. And so it's time to release. Okay, the more that we hold back our ailments, the longer we carry them around. We need to live in our true authenticity, and if that means having to drudge up old wounds to work through them, from our childhood or whatever, then that's what needs to be done. Yes, fear is their way of controlling people. So, I don't know. Do you guys have any questions? That's really what my message is. That we're going to be purging a lot, and to just try and stay balanced as possible, but don't hold the purge in. Like, let it out. Okay? You've all seen the movie Purge, but it doesn't mean go around kill people. It just means, yeah, work through your shit and let other people work through their shit, and be compassionate, and try to be understanding and listen. Pause, listen. You don't always have to speak, and don't take it so personally. when other people are purging, because that's what's needing to be done as a collective consciousness to move into this 5D consciousness that we are being what do you call it? What's the word that I'm trying to think of? I can't fucking think of it. I am live. Oh, thank you, sister. I love you. So, yeah. I was just being really guided to do this today because so earlier today it was so fucking windy. My greenhouse blew away. Man, mind you, I put heavy rocks down to hold this tent greenhouse down, okay? I was just growing vegetables and flowers and some fruit, and I wanted to start early, okay? We live in a fucking wind tunnel where I'm at. It was really windy today. I had it staked down too, okay? So I call my daughter to check on her to see how she's doing. Mind you, I'm a COVID swabber today, okay? Because I've been working COVID alley since fucking November. That's what I do. I was a medical assistant. I mean, I still am in a sense, but anyway, so yeah. I call her to see how she's doing, and she's like, "Ma, where's the greenhouse at?" I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me? You're kidding, right?" "No, it's gone." Okay. Great. Thanks, sis. I will. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you guys that are here right now, sticking with me. It means a lot to me. It really does. So yeah, that happens, and then other things happen that I can't really speak about because it's just a sensitive subject at the moment. But so I had to go fetch my greenhouse when I got home. I asked her, "Go look outside and see if you can see it anywhere, please." And she said, "Yeah, Ma, it's across the field, across that road." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, hopefully it'll blow back home." It didn't. So it was in shambles, and I took the tarp part off of it that was connected, and I kept the tarp part, and I took my tow rope that I had and hooked it onto the hook that's inside the hatch of my Jeep. Hooked it onto my shamble metal mess and pulled it down the road. It's a dirt road, so it's okay. But yeah, so then I had to bring all my plants inside, and my house is not set up for plants at all. Like, it needs to be picked up and turned around for the sun. So I had to bring all the plants upstairs, and I had her and her friend help me bring the plants upstairs. And we set them on the table in front of the window. I got the little heater going in there, and I watered them, and so I think what I'm gonna do now is not get another greenhouse. I think I'm just going to get because my aim was to keep the animals out, mostly deer because they like to eat everything. And so I think I'm just gonna put up some deer fence, like I think 7 feet or something, because trying to keep a greenhouse up over here, and my daughter's coming in my room right now.
Hey, it's gonna be okay. Are we on live? Hey guys.
Yeah, that's my daughter. So keeping a greenhouse up here is not doable. Not with living in a windy county. We have windmills all around, so yeah, I literally live in a wind tunnel. But thank you all for being here, and I hope that you enjoyed this message. And I will soon be trying to get out videos for all the signs for your life purpose having to do with your North Node and South Node. Okay, so I'm studying on that right now so that I can bring you the best possible information for you. Okay, so don't forget to check out my community tab and hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet. And thank you for being here. Sending you lots of love and lights. And until next time, thank you, Jim. Thank you, Sister Moon. Thank you, everyone else, for being here. And namaste.